Bring them my message that let us unite all together in the name of God.
He was a very brave man. Number one, nobody can dispute that. Matapang. Especially in defending our cause, bangsa natin. Surface talaga ang kanyang pag-defend ng ating bangsa. Nang nagkaroon yung March 18, massacre sa corridor. At that time, ay wala pang MNLF.
Sultan Rashid Lucman was already a known congressman. This was the young guerrilla fighter. Because when he was very young, he was able to gather arms and he carried the guerrilla fight against the Japanese. And as a Sultan, I was really taken by him.
Brave, he is not afraid of anything, but he is friendly. He is a very friendly guy. That is why we become friends, but never a courtship. Oh, he was a good father and a good husband.
I remember him as Sultan Haroun al-Rashid Lucman. He was most of the time when he's in Manila, he would be with then Senator Misuari. And as a matter of fact, he rented this place. This floor itself was his office, the whole fifth floor. And I used to see a lot of people from Mindanao coming to visit him. And most of the politicians would come here. But they were very young people. In fact, even I recall Misuari used to visit him.
I am very proud of him talaga, very proud of him. At least sa generation na ito, we happen to have one leader like him who, stood thick and thin behind our cause, to champion ng freedom ng bangsa natin.
Rasheed himself was some kind of a modern Kudarat because he was uniting the Filipinos overseas in our movement against the dictatorship.
He was a very good friend of Ninoy. And whenever I remember during the problem that happened in 1971, Plaza Miranda Bank, I remember when Ninoy was going around the hospitals to check on those who were injured. See, Rasheed was with him. He was always with him. Maybe he was trying to make sure that nothing happens to Ninoy.
We did not quarrel. We don't quarrel. Because we are friendly in our marriage. He respects me and I support him.
Yeah, he had a good humor. Every now and then when we were here in his office, he would be talking about yung mga casual things. He was a great guy kasi he can talk about so many things. He can talk about Mindanao, he can talk about the problem of the people there, the Muslims, but he can also talk about mga small talk. Kasi, it was very easy to get along with.
Isa nga, pinapasyal ko yan sa Atlantic City where there are beautiful dancers on stage. Pero pag nanonood ko yan, Sonny kanya, this is sinful kanya. Mga dances na ganito. Conservative yun eh. Conservative is sinful kanya because you see those long-legged, beautiful girls dancing and bakit sinful, Sultan? A lot of things get into your mind ba niya?
I said, if you court women and you try to monk around, the road is open and you go down.
Kami, we held him in very high, respeto kami talaga sa kanya. Lalo-lalo na itong mga taga-Sulu, mga tauso, they love him very much.
Well, he was a very good leader because from the people I talked to at the time, especially among the Muslims, and they regarded him as, they revered him.
Pero pag nagsalita, very humble. Mukhang Ilocano pa nga ako magsalita eh, very humble na. O Sonny, kanya.
Until now, they love him so much. Until now, when you mention the name of the late Sultan, many cries.
He never gave up. What his principles were. His thinking, administration at the time was sending him feelers to come home to the Philippines and to cooperate with the people here, with the government here at the time. So long as, I think, to pledge his loyalty to the new government. But he did not want to. Sabi niya, I'd rather stay abroad. Miski nahirap ako dito, I cannot sacrifice what I had been fighting for. Sabi niya, so Sininoy at the time was still in jail. So every time I would visit Ninoy, I would tell him about Rasheed. Sabi niya, buti pa si Rasheed, hindi umibigay.
Sultan Rashid Lucman is a beacon, a symbol of the courage, the gallantry of Filipino leaders who stand up against forces that would stifle our democracy.
Lahat, tinapon niya doon. Pati yung life, buhay niya. His comfort, he was a very rich man. Alam ko naman. But pumunta doon to live a life of exile.
But he was one of the very few who did not leave Ninoy. So he was with the opposition until the time he passed away.
When he was sick in the hospital, and then Misuari went to visit him. And that's all that he told him. If I go ahead of you, young man, you must remember that this world, we are just passing by this world. And be friend with anybody who quarrels with you, anybody who don't like you, and anybody whom you do not like. Be friendly to all of them. And that is how to be a leader.
Before namatay yun, pinuntahan ko pa yun, inalikan ko pa diyan. Nagsabi siya, puntahan mo na si Dr. Nasib, tell him to forget about me. Mag-unite na lang kayo with such salamatan.
He said that.
Oh, yung sinabi niya, he was very, very honorable, very gracious. I think that's a very big, very important statement. We cannot forget him for that. Puntahan mo na si Dr. Nasib, ano na ganyan. That laid the foundation for itong yung pagpunta ko kay Ustad Salamat, pagbalik na dito, pagpasok ko rin, 3 beses kami nagkita-kita.
I visited him in a hospital. I did not know that he was very sick. And when I saw him, nahiga siya. So I embraced him. No? He was more or less medyo naiyak. No? And that was the last time I saw him when I left. Then I heard he passed away.
Unfortunately, he did not live to see the dawn, the day of democracy.
He was the defender and the champion of our people's cause noon. Ito akala ninyo, I can stay too long dito kung di ako na-inspire nila. Na-inspire din ako yan. So I'm very grateful.
When remember at 11 o'clock, the people round up in Cabo.
Yeah, Cabo.
Yeah, and then he said, every time he said, Allahu Akbar, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, he does it also. I said, what are you doing? I said, I am accompanying the people there. So I said, I am accompanying people there and me also praying. Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. So I did not mind. Later on, after mentioning the Allahu Akbar, he closed his eyes. I thought he was sleeping. Kaya pala din he passed away.
His heart was always there. So I would assume his love for his Muslim brothers. And of course the whole nation. Unity, brotherhood among Filipinos. No conflict. He was like that.
Serve his purpose. He had become a catalyst to the young people, all like that. Ang problema lang, yung nakaano sa akin, kung yung legacy niya ay pabayaan, that is the greatest tragedy.
His protection to the people and protection to Islam by holding your prayers every day. That's the legacy he has left us.